Hello everybody, this is Robel coming to you from Shiga Kogen, where I call home. Today, giving you some information for Nagatori channel on YouTube. It is basically your information center for the Nagano Prefecture. And today, you're going to be spending time with me, where I'm going to show you a little bit of what you can do here in Shiga Kogen. As you can see, Shiga Kogen is incredibly large. At the moment, we are located right around there. We're going to explore just a small section of what Shiga Kogen has to offer. You really have to come here to see how large it is, but we'll try to give you a small taste of some of the slopes. All right, so let's get some skiing in. Let's go ski. We'll take this lift right now, which is a new gondola here in Shiga Kogen. It makes it even easier to access. It was already easy, but even easier to get to the slopes right off the bus station, straight onto the slopes. Let's go ski. All right, so right now we're on our way to take the Yamanoeki gondola, the new gondola, down to Giant. Today's been snowing, as usual. Always tons of snow here in Shiga Kogen. Scenery is absolutely spectacular normally here, but at the moment, a little bit in the clouds. All right, okay, so we open up ventilation, as we always try to keep the air circulating due to the pandemic crisis around the world, but here we try to keep safe. So we've arrived here at Giant, which is the base of Shiga Kogen, the lowest point in Shiga Kogen. Now we're gonna head on up to go ski Giant. So, with the Shiga Kogen Pass, it gives you access to over 50 lifts within Shiga Kogen. Just put it in here, and all the access gates, you're good to go. So, Shiga Kogen is the highest ski area in Japan. Base area starting around 1,300 meters, going well above 2,000 meters, up to 2,300 meters. Because of that, Shiga Kogen tends to get lots of powder snow, as well as good quality snow, and a very long season from November till May. So that's just a small sample of some of the skiing here in Shiga Kogen. You can actually ski a different lift and a different trail the entire day and never do the same thing twice. It's a massive place. You should come join us out here.
Nagatari.
So outside of skiing, there's quite a few different things you can do. There's quite a few places where you can do snowshoeing, and there's snowshoe rentals. Right now, we're going to try this one. It's kind of good to have a reservation if you want to have a guide, and you can make a reservation on the link below. So there's a long history of snowshoeing in Japan for a long time, but nowadays we're using more of the modern Western style snowshoes. But as you can see, they've been using snowshoes like this for a long time in Japan, so it's got a long history, and we're gonna go. So we're going to be starting at the Daija Temple here. We're going to be making our way through the woods from here. So this is actually a great course to do while it's snowing. And as you can see, there's always tons of snow. And she's also just mentioned to me, there's always lots of wildlife on this snow trekking course. Aha!
Hi.
So basically what she's saying is, if I'm right, the bears, not now because they're hibernating, but the bears normally would climb up these trees, and you can see their claw marks. So this is kind of what she's talking about. You can see the claw marks. This is from the bears crawling up, and up here where she pointed out, you can even see more claw marks, and then they go up high, and then they eat a lot of the acorns and nuts that are coming from this tree, which there's a lot, so they can gain a lot of weight and get big, so they can sleep all winter. So this is the same wood that is used to make the barrels to age whiskey. So if my understanding is correct, so this tree has got more stories than just being the bear's tree, which is kind of cool. So if you like whiskey, this is the kind of wood that is used to age the whiskey. So there's lots of wildlife here even in the wintertime. So there is monkeys around here and different other animals, and you wonder what they eat, but it was just explaining to me, like, you see these are the buds that next spring would bloom into either leaves or flowers. They stay here for the winter, but the monkeys and animals actually love to eat before they bloom. So they actually eat these things during the winter time to find food to survive. Small things, but they can eat a lot. As you can see, there's plenty to choose from in the woods. So they have a huge salad bar. So see, this is one of the things about doing activities like this. You can relax and enjoy nature, not to stress too much about this. Good social distancing, and all outside with the fresh mountain air. Very nice. Great way to relieve stress out in nature. Very nice. So there's lots of snow trekking courses within Shiga Kogen, from the beginner to the more advanced to more remote places. But as you can see, you can get some incredible spots for nature just within 5 minutes of the bus stop. Like right here where we're located, it's just right next door, and within a minute you're off into the wilderness. It is absolutely beautiful area. You also have English speaking guides available, and also very close. You don't have to go very far to find incredible wilderness like the ones we were just trekking through. So it's a great activity to do without having to go too far, or even if you're adventurous, to do far. And once again, arigatou gozaimasu. Okay, so after a bit of skiing and a bit snow trekking, a bit hungry. There's a lot of restaurants to choose from in Shiga Kogen, but today we've come to Shiga Green Hotel. There's many repeaters that come back here again and again. There's also people that do the tour of Shiga Kogen, where this is their lunch stop. I also come here, especially when I'm doing tours with guests. This is one of the places we come to have lunch. Today, I'm gonna have my favorite. I'm gonna have the crab cream croquette set meal for lunch. As they say in Japan, itadakimasu. The inside of this crab is this creamy crab meat in there, and it is really, really, really tasty. I love this. As usual, with the Japanese dishes, you get the ever wonderful and tasty miso soup, which is great to warm you up after a nice cold day of skiing. Very, very tasty. So there's several family parks and kids parks in Shiga Kogen. Today we are at the Mariuke Kids Park, and let's go see what they got. I guess we try the snow scooter. Here we go. Woo-hoo-hoo. Whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa.
Nagatari.
So one of the other activities that you can do that's very close by is visit the Snow Monkey Park. And the Snow Monkey Park is the only place where you will see the monkeys actually take a nice hot springs and relax in the onsen water. So I think we should make a trek to go see if they're in the onsen. Beautiful nature trail that we're on that takes you to the entrance where the hot springs and the snow monkeys are. This is a well-maintained trail. It's not that steep. It's doable with family, and it takes about 20-30 minute walk. So we're not even at Snow Monkey Park yet. But on our way, I think we have found some smart monkeys that have found a nice hot rock to keep warm on. So this is the hot spring where the monkeys come, especially in the wintertime, to warm up. As you can see, some of them are enjoying the hot water of this onsen. Comes in from there and there. If you come here early in the mornings, this will be completely full with the snow monkeys. Summertime or wintertime, most of the time people come here to see basically the snow monkeys in the hot springs. In the springtime and in the summertime, you can see the baby monkeys. The baby monkeys are born normally in the springtime, and by summertime, you'll see many baby monkeys playing throughout this whole valley area, so it's really nice. Also in the summertime, as well as in the wintertime sometimes, you can also see Kamoshika, which is the mountain goat of Japan. which you can see in the valley. So there's quite a few things to see here throughout the whole year, not just winter, but you can come here in the spring and in the summer and even in the fall with the fall foliage and with the colors. It's absolutely beautiful here. So there's something to do all year round at the Snow Monkey Park.
長鳥
So in Shiga Kogen, there's over 80 different hotels to choose from. There are a variety of hotels. The vast majority of the hotels are within a walking distance from the slopes, and if they're not, they're most likely a ski-in, ski-out hotel. That being said, there's also in the evenings, there's areas where you can walk around and choose from different restaurants as well as different bars. So right now, we're heading to one of my favorite spots here. We're going to Teppa Room, which is located in Ichinose Diamond, and here we are here. So Teppa Room is actually a bar and restaurant, but the thing that most people like Teppa Room for is definitely the beer, but they also have really good food. The Shiga Kogen Beer Company is brewed by a company that's been around for over 200 years. They've been primarily doing sake for the past 200 years, but recently have started brewing beer. Really good beers, quite a few variety of beers, and seasonal beers as well. And they have quite a few always to choose from here, in tap as well as in bottle. I'm just wondering what's the choice of beer for this evening that you would recommend for me?
Shiga Kogen IPA.
Sounds perfect.
Okay.
All right, I will have one of those, please. Arigatou gozaimasu. Fantastic. So, now the beer is here, the food is here. It's time to start enjoying the evening. Cheers. Ah, so good. Oh yeah. As you can see, quite a variety of dishes to choose from. So it's not just a bar, but it's also a restaurant with a great menu. It's one of the many great places here in Shiga Kogen, and it's one of my favorites, especially because of the Shiga Kogen beer. Nice. So one of the good things about this restaurant is that if you want to sample all the different beers but not necessarily drink a full pint, they have a nice half pint glass that you can sample the variety. The thing is, they really do have a special kind of beer just for about everybody. From the blonde beers, the IPAs, to the porters, to just about anything. So they always have quite a few on tap at the restaurant. And right now, I'm trying the porter. Really, normally I'm not a dark beer person, but this particular porter is actually quite darn good. So I think I'm gonna have to order a pint size next time that I'm here. Ah, oishi. Very good. So one of the things I like about Teppa Room is that you can actually buy things to take away with you. So if you go back to your hotel, you can enjoy and continue your evening. You don't necessarily have to stay here. That being said, I'm wondering if you know what this is. It looks like a bottle of wine, correct? But no, it is actually beer aged in a wine casket. Unique. Tastes quite unique. Has a bit of a wine flavor to it. Great beer, but the best thing I like about it is the size. My kind of size. But you can also take away some of the regular beers that they do have bottled and made here. All this stuff, by the way, is made from water from the spring waters around here, around Shiga Kogen, and locally made and sourced with all that stuff that's just right around this area. So it is one of my favorite things. So if afterwards you want to leave, you can take one of these with you. I hope you've enjoyed the day with us here in Shiga Kogen. Everything that you just saw, we did in one day. So it's possible to do all these things just in one day. That being said, to really show you the size and nature and how big and wonderful Shiga Kogen is, it's very difficult to do it just in a day. For that, I think you should come join us here and we'll be waiting for you to discover all the different possibilities here in Shiga Kogen. And on that note, I say to you, Cheers, and we'll be waiting for you. If you'd like more information on Shiga Kogen, please feel free to click on the links below. Also, if you did like this video, please don't forget to subscribe to this channel.